A rich character study, Hard Eight, or what should have been titled Sydney, for my money is the best debut from a director since Orson Welles' Citizen Kane, and my favorite debut of any filmmaker. At 23 years old, Paul Thomas Anderson wrote and directed Hard Eight. Roger Ebert wrote, "Movies like Hard Eight remind me of what original, compelling characters the movies can sometimes give us."
I have the money here. I have the $6,000 here. It's not in the bank. I have it here.
I knew that. I knew you did.
I have the money to give you right now, in this moment. I will give you all that I have. Maybe before you were going to kill me, maybe. I don't know. I know John, and I love him like he was my own child. But I can tell you this, I don't want to die.
Shot in 28 days and edited in 3 weeks, this is the story of Paul Thomas Anderson's premiere at Sundance and later Cannes Film Festival. Anderson spent a year fighting with the shady producers at Reilly Entertainment, who cut a different version of his film. Luckily, he had a dupe work print left in his house by accident with a work track. He had a video dub made of that and sent it off to Sundance. Sundance accepted it, but he faced a technical obstacle. Hard Eight is shot Super 35, meaning it's shot with flat lenses. It gets squeezed, then it becomes anamorphic. When you project into the anamorphic lenses, you're good. But the work print was a flat print. It hadn't been squeezed yet. With the help of a company called Photochem, he had to build a special aperture plate. This special aperture plate and some duct tape was able to cover the little blue-white squiggly lines on the left side of the frame, basically the soundtrack which was showing. Anderson was nervous that the tape would melt on the projector, but luckily the projectionist was a friend of his and they made it work. Phillip Hall, who plays Sydney in Hard Eight, called the screening an amateurish effort. If all this technical talk is confusing, just think of the screening as a color Xerox copy of the film. According to Anderson, it was a great screening though, and the next day they got a great review in Variety. Then Cannes Film Festival was next. Now Anderson's plan was to sell the movie in 60 days. His dream was to take the movie, his movie version of Hard Eight, to Cannes, but he didn't want to go with the work print and a special aperture plate. He knew he wouldn't be able to sleep at night without finishing the movie the right way. So he got the negative print and re-edited it in 2 nights, back to his version. Now cutting a negative can give you some issues. See, when you cut negative, you lose a frame on either side. And sometimes Anderson had to use alternate takes, which is why he had to use an out of focus shot. He made a deal for Boogie Nights for $200,000 and got a massive donation from Phillip Hall, John C. Reilly, and Gwyneth Paltrow. In total, it cost about $223,000. Now, why is it called Hard Eight instead of Sydney? That's a video for another time. But right now, I'll leave you with this scene.
Hey. Hey.
What?
You want a cup of coffee? You want a cigarette?
What?
I'm a guy that's offering to give you a cigarette. Buy you a cup of coffee. What's your name?
John?
Sydney.